is art and entertainment. Ja, Kuns en Vermaak met Marianah Lourens. Marianah Lourens in the green room once again. And I am happy to be here because this show is going to be a really special show. Next to me, I have the driving force behind the show. Her name is Courtney Foster. And it's Dream, an underrated review. The emphasis is on the dream. Yeah. And it's going to happen here in the little theatre. So we're just at the right place. Courtney, are you actually directing?
Yeah.
Are you also doing something in the show?
No. I don't honestly.
You're doing enough.
I would help backstage, but most people have told me don't try and direct and be backstage.
No. You direct. And that's what you do. That's the best advice you have. Did someone clever told you that? someone with experience. We've seen how it goes, Abby. Mm-hmm. Abby and I have done a few shows together, and you were saying to us the first one was
Honk in 2013.
Honk in 2013, so it's 10 years ago. We've been in we've had small little parts and stuff like that. Little music reviews and stuff.
And you get your gun.
And you get your gun, yes, as well. So we've walked away together. And what are you going to do?
I am choreographing the show, so I do all dancing and movement that happens on stage. And I'm also performing in the show in the numbers that I am not choreographing.
Yes, it's nice when someone else can choreograph.
Yes. Yeah. So what's happened as well is we've given some of our other dancers in the show an opportunity to choreograph certain numbers, which is very cool because there's so much dancing talent. And I feel like not enough people get opportunities to demonstrate, especially choreography. There's so few people who actually do choreography in PE at the moment. So I think it's going to be very nice to showcase some different people's skills and talents when it comes to dancing and movement on stage. So there are a few numbers in the show that are choreographed by some of our cast members, which I'm very excited about.
That's wonderful because we want to develop that skill.
Exactly.
It's so great. In our community, we just need to help with the development and the growing of all the stuff. And Caeleigh, who's Caeleigh Heradien?
Caeleigh Heradien. Part of the production team.
Because we rubbed shoulders somewhere before.
You were one of my Toastmasters ladies in high school, I remember. And then we've also done an interview together with GNS's Blast from the Past, if I'm not mistaken. I was also vocal directing then. So now for Dream, I'm also vocal directing in the show, which is very exciting. There's a lot of unique voices. So it's exciting to work with it. And also, I don't do anything with the piano. I work mainly by ear.
Yeah, yes.
Very cool.
Yes, that's very cool. Very cool. Toastmasters.
Yeah.
Where did you go to school?
Westring High School.
Okay,
yes.
Westring, yes. Toastmasters, a youth leadership program. Very vibrant there. I do youth leadership programs for grade 11s. Now you guys know as well. I don't always talk about it, but I've been doing it for years. It's tricky now because of what COVID did and everything went online and they want to do public speaking online and I'm going, this is not public speaking, speaking to a screen, but at least our club has 2 meetings a month. So they have one in person and one online. So at least they're still in person, but the contests are online.
Doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. I'm so glad a young person says it doesn't make sense. But anyway, and you've been busy. You've been quite busy.
Yes, I've also been in productions with the collective, but that's also on the other side because this is a different production. Yeah, I'm also performing in the show. I'm not just vocal directing. I wanted to do one song specifically and then I just kind of got caught into it. So I was just like, might as well. Let's add a few more. So I will be performing and vocal directing, which is a lot of fun.
Which is good. When you're performing, then someone is directing you?
No,
in
I direct myself. That sounds so...
Yeah. The thing is, with singing, of course, when you know the sound you want, then you're okay. It's not quite like dancing, where you like to be directed. It's always nice when someone tells you what to do, which steps to make. Now, the tickets are available because the show is on the 27th, which is in a few days' time. We're actually so excited about it. Where can they get tickets?
We've got a link on Facebook to a Google form. They can just fill that out, or they can message my mom Denise on 060-730-2052. Yeah, and then she'll just send the link straight to them.
Okay, we'll say the number again before we say goodbye. Then everybody's got the number. And there's a special package for if there are 4 people, there's a discount. A family discount for 4 people.
Yeah.
The tickets are 120 per person, but there's a discount.
Yes, so if you go onto the form, there's for 4 there's a discount, then for 5 there's a discount, and then I think 6 and up there's a 10%.
Oh, fabulous. Okay. So that they can all see, or they can phone your mom and she'll explain it to them. But where do they have to go where they see the form? Did you say again?
It's on Facebook. So
on Facebook, so they just go to
CG Productions.
CG Productions. So it's easy. You can't type in CG Productions, then I don't know. But that is the way to do it. And there was something else that I wanted to say. It's here in the little theatre. The address says 7 Athenaeum Terrace, and Athenaeum, who was he? Something. But we knew him when I was here. He grew up here in PE. Do you know that?
No.
His mom had a coffee shop in St. George's Park. And he wrote a play called Mr. Harold and the Boys.
The shocking
We studied that.
That was him.
We knew that. It was just
We did know that.
Yeah.
Long-term memory.
Yes. And that was his experience. I mean, he became such an amazing help and giving black people a boost to be involved, because that was still part of the struggle. In Mr. Harold and the Boys, it actually comes out of it. I've forgotten it. It's a long time since I read the book, or read the play rather. But yes, you studied it, so it's awesome. And this is Athenaeum Terrace, and it's at the end of Bird Street. It's a much easier way to find it. It's opposite the Law Court, and it's on the side where you come from the Donkin and the Edward. So if you come from the Donkin and the Edward side, you see it on your left. If you come along Bird Street towards the ocean, you see it on your right at the end of Bird Street. And it actually says Athenaeum, and on the side it says the Little Theatre. Now I want to ask each one of you, how did you get into wanting to be in the performing arts and to do what you specifically do?
I didn't want to do it in high school, and then in matric, I worked backstage for GNS's Sound of Music. And then doing that show, I just fell in love with backstage. I enjoyed it so much that it's all I wanted to do. And
it was not an easy one.
No, it was a lot. It was a lot, but it was so much fun. And then as I've done more shows, I've just come up with my own ideas. And now that's just what I want to do.
You want to be more like a promoter of...
Yeah, making my own shows, really.
Making your own shows, following your dream. Yes. Because it's Dream. Dream is the name of the show, an Underrated Revue. And Courtney Foster is the one. If you want her to do your show, to dream her dreams, make your show into a dream, then you phone her mom. You phone her mom, Denise, 060-730-2052, and you get Courtney. But seriously, that's also for the tickets. And now, what about you, Abigail Ranwell? Of course, as I say, she was still in school. Were you in primary school even?
Yeah. I started my theatre journey in about 2012, and I've been kind of doing shows since then. So over a decade now, I've been doing PE theatre. So it's always kind of felt like a very familiar place to me, almost like a second home, you know?
We become like family. We become like family.
You just know everybody.
Yes, because Abby's mom as well.
She's always been around.
We became friends.
But I haven't been choreographing for very long, only the past couple of years. My mentor, Sean Beth Hitchener, actually did a lot of choreography for Port Elizabeth before she relocated, and she's kind of mentored me through it.
We miss her.
Yes, we do. She's mentored me through it and helped me to become a choreographer and kind of taught me a lot of what I know. And I've kind of found a whole new different side of theatre through that. You know, I only knew the performing side, and then I discovered the choreography side, and I love both of them equally. There's no ways I could pick which one I love more. So when Courtney came to me with her idea of this show she's been wanting to do for I don't know how many years we've been friends, she's been talking about this show, and she said, girl, it's gonna happen and you need to come and do choreography. I was like, yes.
course.
Yes. And then obviously, like I said, I'm performing in it because, you can't just do one. You got to do both. You
Absolutely.
we can't help ourselves. Caeleigh knows we can't help ourselves. Too much FOMO. So it's been a long journey and it's continuing, I hope.
Yeah, but you started basically in school.
Grade 6 I started theatre.
Yes. Because did you have theatre? Where did you go to school?
I was at Herbert Hurd from grade 6. I've only been in Port Elizabeth since then. So quite literally my first year in Port Elizabeth, I started doing shows and it's kind of been going since then.
And high school?
Yeah, as well. I didn't do many shows while I was in high school, but it was mostly, like with PMADs and GNS. And,
where did you go to high school?
I went to high school at Collegiate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they also have fashion shows and stuff. Exciting things.
I think there were a couple of fashion shows.
And a few controversial ones. Which we won't go there. But, yes. But I mean, they have their own unique kind of little productions or whatever you can call it. Yes. Because I also did the Toastmaster thing at Collegiate. Yeah, with your principal, Mrs. Louise
Erasmus. She's current principal.
Yes, she's the principal now, That's how I got to know Collegiate, because we used to go there and the graduations were grand and always very beautiful. Yes. So, Caeleigh, you did tell us a little bit, but where did it begin for you? Because you didn't just wake up one day and
imagine like, oh my God, I just want to do theatre. No, I started out in grade 10. That was when I landed my first ever big role in high school. We did West Side Story at Westling. I played Maria, so it was the lead role. It was very exciting for me, but also...
it was challenging and hectic.
Very challenging also because a 15, almost 16-year-old playing this role. So it was quite interesting. That's basically where my love for theatre started, and I never stopped performing after that. I obviously performed in choirs and all of that stuff before, but that was my first ever big show. And then obviously in 2020 it was COVID and I was in matric. We were going to do a musical, but then it didn't happen. And then in 2021, Rose found me and she asked me to do a GNS show for her, and that's how I carried on performing for GNS. And then last year was the first time I ever vocal directed, for Blast from the Past for GNS. But
because
also
it's nice with GNS having the smaller kind of review type shows that you guys can all get a bit of spotlight on you.
Yes.
And if people like Courtney keep going, and we can get some more spotlight on young people, because it's all about what's happening in the community. Amateur dramatics.
And it's also, it's really,
dance.
It's nice to see like, okay, I've performed on one side, I've been in production team on one side. I think I even worked backstage for like one show, which was also fun.
But it's good to work backstage.
You get all of the
at least once. And then, because I did that in America when I was there for a year, I was a Covenant player.
Oh, wow.
It was a Christian drama group, and we had to, in the middle of the year, go to what they called Covenant College and Discipleship School. We had to do everything. We had to do props, we had to do set building, we had to do everything, work backstage, do everything. We also had to do the plays, but we also had to do that. And it's a good thing, because you know what you don't want to do. You learn what you don't want to do. Like you learned what you want to do. That's what you want to do. You feel in love with it. Either you do or you don't. No, someone else can do it. So I don't want to do it. I'll maybe do a little bit of props, but no. I was telling them earlier, I've been on the stage since the late 60s, early 70s, and it was in 84 when I was in America for a year. Travelled to different states and just performed everywhere. Prisons, schools, churches, whatever you can think of, old age homes. I think that the world is your oyster, and I want to encourage you girls, because you're young and you can do it. I'm so excited for this one.
Thank you.
So let us tell them again. Courtney, Dream, an Underrated Revue. Emphasis is on the Dream. It's 120 Rand a ticket, but the discounts for different groups, 4 or 5 or 6. They can phone just say your mom's number again there.
It's Denise 060-730-2052.
And they can also look on
Facebook.
and I just look under GNS.
CG Productions.
CG Productions.
It's the G.
All these different production names, and if it's just 2 letters, you get them all mixed up. It's CG. It's on the 27th till the 29th.
Yes, there's 2 shows on the 27th.
And it's here in a little theatre.
Yes. I said to Caeleigh earlier now that it's a good year to do it because Disney's doing 100 years.
Is Disney doing 100 years?
Yeah, it's their 100th year anniversary.
Oh, wonderful.
And this show is obviously all songs from Disney and DreamWorks and Dreams.
Yeah.
So it's very family friendly.
Yes, we bring the kids.
Bring the whole family,
Bring the whole family. Bring the grannies.
Lots of
because
fun,
I mean, we were just saying that even me, grannies, when I hear DreamWorks and I hear, songs from Disney she's going to use, it's going to be exciting. So I'll see you there, 27th to the 29th of April at the Little Theatre. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us today.
Thank you, my darling. It's so nice to, again, people that you've been in lots of shows with, Abby? And also Caeleigh.
Yes.
Lots of stuff we did together.
Yes.
It all becomes unique.
And it's also fun because we've all worked together in
Yeah.
shows. But also somewhere different
That's
spots.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So blessings from me. Everything of the best. Now we must really say goodbye. Marianah Lourens and Art and Entertainment saying goodbye. Marianah Lourens met Kuns en Vermaak wat nou groet met Arrivederci.